Whose idea was Mortal Kombat?
The initial idea, I woke up, just wanted to
My name is David Mikic, and I'm a graphic artist. My name is Dan Ford, and I do sounds and music. And tell people.
My name is Ed Boone. I'm co-designer and programmer.
My name's Tony Goski, and I do backgrounds and special effects.
John Vogel, backgrounds and special effects.
John Tobias, and co-designer and lead artist.
Steve Moran, and I'm a video artist.
Our motto in Williams is always that reality is boring. Nobody wants to pay for reality. We take everything beyond reality to the point where it's, the only way to do this is through our video.
It's the perfect blending of everything. I mean, the game is fun to play. It's got good graphics, and it's got a decent backstory to it.
It's easy to come up with the ideas, anybody can come up with ideas for games and stuff, but it's to actually convert something from an idea in your head into reality, into something that is a sellable product. That's where the challenge is.
This is sort of the very first concept of the story. This guy here eventually became Shang Tsung.
The mystique and all that whole feeling of it was really, the foundation of that was really what John Tobias kind of envisioned.
One thing Mortal Kombat does for all of us is it puts you in a mood or puts you in a setting where you're sort of able to create things that are surreal. Mortal Kombat 1 took place more, on an earthly environment, in an Asian type of setting. In Part 2, we knew that we were going to send our characters to sort of a different world, and so the door was completely open for us to kind of interpret that in any way we wanted.
Mortal Kombat 3 has so much hidden stuff, it's just endless, just the amount of stuff that we packed in there.
Okay, come on. I don't know if I should be telling you this, but I'm going to show you a move, okay? Listen. You have to go back, forward, back, and then down, and then push the run button. And if you do that really fast, I'll be your friend forever.
The button and joystick combinations were the expected. Everybody would start looking for them immediately, and that's when I believe Ed came up with this whole sort of combination lock system.
There's 6 little boxes, 3 of which are controlled by player 1, 3 of which are controlled by player 2. Try different combinations of those 6. So there's a million possible combinations to see what can be unlocked in the game. And then there's John Vogel. He did backgrounds for Part 1. He did some stop motion animation stuff for Part 2, and he did some backgrounds in Part 3.
He worked on backgrounds along with Tony Goski.
Tony's probably one of the most respected artists in this department. He's probably one of the best artists in any industry. And he conceptualizes backgrounds as well.
This is the Soul Chamber, and this is where the Soulnado.
He never ceases to amaze us. Steve Moran worked on Mortal Kombat 3. That was the first one he worked on, and he did the character graphics with John Tobias.
I like doing stuff that's actually kind of shocking. Not so much violent or anything, but just stuff that gets a reaction.
Dave Mikic, he's like our resident 3D expert. He kind of got everybody up to speed on doing 3D stuff, and he can crank out anything using a 3D program faster than anybody in the world.
This is important for Mortal Kombat fans.
Dan shows you cool stuff every couple of days. He just comes in and you go, great, this is awesome.
And he's a lot like Ed, where I just have this confidence that he's going to go away and come back with something spectacular.
That's the Johnny Cage Nut Crunch, I believe. Didn't someone make a candy bar, Johnny Cage Nut Crunch bar?
John Tobias and some of the other guys from the Mortal Kombat team happened to just come up to me and, kind of poke on my arm and say, do you want to do a character? And I said, oh no, can I do a character? And he said, yeah, we'd love to have you.
People don't realize that there's a lot of work done in the actual characters and their costume. I've never asked John for a character that looks like something. He shows me something that says, what do you think of that? And I go, that's great.
See, the inspiration, I think, for a lot of the characters come from all over the place. I mean, They come from movies I've seen when I was a kid. They come from books I've read. I mean, everybody gets inspiration from somewhere.
I started out with NBA Jam as a cheerleader, and then I went to Revolution X as Mr. Helga, and they asked me to do Mortal Kombat. They needed a new Sonya. I said, sure, I'd love to do it.
Pizza man.
When I was a character here, that sort of like funded me going to school, because I wanted to be an artist like all my life.
As with all the Mortal Kombat games, the characters are definitely the most interesting of any fighting game.
Hey, get out of here, man. It's supposed to be
Between Sector and Raiden, who would win? Sector's got it.
Raiden would win.
Sector's got it in the bag.
Raiden would win.
Don't even try to. That's it. Sector gets home.
No. Get your head out. We're going to settle this outside, man.
Oh, I'm getting for it now, buddy. Come on, pal. Come on.
Finisher.